See that we have a full house because Dr. B's shoes are awfully big to fill. So, of course, joining us this morning and back to give us our football update with our coaches on the line is Mustang Callie. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning. I'm great. How are you?
Man, it's rock and roll. It's rock and roll Friday, right?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Time to get things going. We've got Robin Valatudo in studio with us this morning as well.
Good morning, guys.
And then we've got one of my favorite sponsors. He is in studio with us because I wanted to harass him about all that support he's given to those veterans and first responders, because without him, we wouldn't be able to have that segment. We've got Norm Barnes, the owner of Barnes Waste Disposal. Good morning, Mr. Barnes.
Good morning, Mr. JP. How are you this morning?
Man, I'll tell you what a great day. The sun's not up yet, but the lights were bright. So that means there were cars on the road. People can listen.
People can listen. That'll be great.
That's right. And then we've got Jake Barnes in the house with us. He is our resident expert when it comes to sports, and we're going to have a great conversation here in a minute with Coach Smith and Coach McCullough from Plano West and Plano East. And so good morning, Jake Barnes. How are you this morning?
Oh, I'm doing great. How about yourself?
We're doing great. In fact, Jake has come all the way in from Auburn University to help us out with high school football this morning. So, yeah, he's in from school. So, and Jake went with me to the Rangers this year and helped me with some of the Rangers stuff this year. And so, so Jake is he's my help when it comes to time to need it when he's in town from Auburn. So, Jake, welcome in from Auburn.
The sports angel might have to recruit him from time to time.
You may have to do that, especially when it comes to Southeast Conference football, because that guy right there knows all about it. I'll tell you what. Well, folks, I'm excited. We've got a great show for you. We're going to talk 5A and 6A football. We're going to do kind of a roundtable discussion, and I've got two of my best experts on the line, and they're going to be able to tell us all about what's going on, especially with that loss with the Allen Eagles. I don't think that Coach Smith and I for sure had that picked, and I doubt Coach McCullough probably had the Eagles picked to lose that game, maybe be a close one, but not to lose it. But we're going to talk high school football. Then we're going to jump right into all the fun holiday stuff that's going on. We've got our family 4-pack giveaway this morning. You're going to call in at 6:28 a.m. at 214-787-1160, and you're going to say the magic phrase, which is Mustang Callie?
Joy to the world.
Joy to the world. And in fact, if you'd like to hum a bar, we'll even let you hum a bar on the radio, right, Mustang?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What are we thinking,
not?
right? Why not, right?
Except Dr. B can't. He's
right.
not allowed.
Right, he's not allowed. Dr. B's not allowed to sing. There's no singing with Dr. B.
We lose listeners.
I'm going to beat him down. Poor Dr. B. He had no chance at all, that's for sure. Well, folks, I'll tell you, we've got an exciting show. Then we're going to talk about some of the more famous corporate blunders, and we're going to talk about some of the wacky holiday news that's going out there. You're not going to believe what Mustang Callie is going to reveal to you, and it might scare you because it scared me a little bit after I've seen the movie Krampus, and we'll talk about that a little bit as well. So, but before we delay any further, let's go ahead and bring Coach Joey McCullough and Coach Scott Smith on the air with us. Good morning, gentlemen. How are you? Man, I'll tell you what, fellas, thanks for joining me this early in the morning. I know that it is early and we're not out hunting, so something must be wrong, right? Sounds good. Well, let's talk about the Allen Eagles and Austin Westlake game. I mean, Coach McCullough, you first, since I've already know Coach Smith's take on this a little bit because he and I made some picks, but did you see that coming? Yeah, Coach Smith, I'll tell you what, you and I got a little egg on the face on that one. You know, the score, if I'm not mistaken, at half had Westlake up pretty lopsided. You know, and Coach McCullough, any thoughts on that? I mean, is that just kind of Allen's way and then they try to turn it on in the second half? Yeah. Boy, it sure did. You know, Coach Smith, we talked about the fact that that would be the game of the week and probably almost the state championship. Of course, we had billed the Arlington Martin and Allen game as that, and the Allen defense showed up in a real big way. What do you think happened with the Allen defense, against Westlake?
Yeah, it was definitely a shock for me. I had Allen picked to go all the way. So it just goes to show you never know.
That's why we play the games, right, coaches? Hey, Jake, break down for us. Coach Smith hits it right on the head. The offense maybe of Westlake is what's done that. Tell us about the quarterback from Westlake and what he went into that game with.
Yeah, so Elinger from Westlake, he is an absolute stud on the year. He's responsible for 71 touchdowns after the game at Allen. 50 through the air, 20 on the ground, 1 receiving touchdown. He's a versatile player, responsible for over 4,900 total yards. If you want to talk about a stud, he's the guy right there.
And I think that's probably, Coach Smith, Coach McCullough, that's probably what happened is that Austin Westlake's quarterback, maybe overseen a little bit, just showed up and really put on a game, huh? Yeah, boy, it sure does. I'll tell you what. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, Jake was telling me on the way over here, he's only thrown 5 interceptions all year.
Yeah, they've only had 12 turnovers on the season. They control the ball, they keep it in their possession. That's the way to win games.
So now we've got the matchup. We've got Austin Westlake. So we've got Travis County taking on Harris County. And Coach, you and I think now we both picked North Shore, didn't we, last week? And so North Shore is there, and North Shore had to get through Judson to do it, and it was a score very similar to the Westlake Allen game. So Coach Smith, I'll start with you first. Between Westlake and North Shore, which way you think you're going to roll on that one? Coach McCullough, how about yourself? Well, I'll tell you, I am going to go with Austin Westlake as well. And, Jake, why is it you think we should be going with Austin Westlake? So I know you did a little analysis on that this morning as well.
I think Austin Westlake is the easy pick. They have the strong offense with their quarterback leading the pack. And then North Shore has also allowed almost 20 points a game on the season. And I don't think that defense is going to hold up against a powerful Westlake team.
And I think the other key is going to be turnover ratio. Jake, what was the turnover ratio between Westlake and all their opponents?
Westlake is plus 21 on turnovers this year.
Coaches, I'll tell you what, when you can get some turnovers, I think you win some football games. What do you think, Coach McCullough? Coach Smith, how about you? What do you think about that? Yeah, I agree with that as well. So Mustang Cali, where are we at? Austin Westlake or North Shore?
I'm going with North Shore because they're 12-3 on the season and they're 6-0 in district standings. So I'm going with North Shore and they're the Mustangs. So come on.
Oh
Mustang
my
Cali.
gosh!
You have to.
Coaches, is that what we expect from a college student? They're going with the Mustangs because the Mustangs. I mean, come on. So Robin Valatudo, Austin Westlake, or North Shore?
Sorry, Callie. I'm going to go Westlake. I would go girl power here, but
It's fine.
So Jake Barnes, Westlake or North Shore?
I got Westlake big.
All right, so Westlake big. So it looks like Westlake's going to run the table on us. Mustang Cali, what do we have in District 5A? Who's our opponents?
5A, we have Lake Ridge against George Ranch and Lone Star against Cedar Park.
All right, coaches, what do you think? Cedar Park or Lone Star? well, folks, stay with us. We're going to cut to a break. When we come back, we're going to finish our picks with Coach McCullough and Coach Smith from Plano East and Plano West, and then we're going to continue our roundtable discussion about state district championships. We'll be right back. We're KEXB 620 AM.
Horrible feedback.
I know.
Jake, clear those pipes out a little bit. A little more force on the voice. Get a little closer on your mic, okay?
Okay.
Because I can even hear your voice. You know, kind of do like your dad does. Like your dad's real good on that microphone. He's on it. I can hear him. He's got a good voice. It's almost like you back away from the mic a little bit, and I can hear it in my headset. So stay up on that mic, okay?
Okay.
There we go. And then,
So how do you feel, Jake?
Pretty good.
All right.
Not the place to be shy.
Yeah, don't be shy. Remember, you're just having a conversation.
All right.
that was awesome. Very, very good.
Of course, the word stud. I'm going to ask if we can use that word on the air.
Well, they bring the Texas slang, don't they?
I know,
I love
right?
it. I love it.
Was stud not acceptable?
Well, it is, but I'm going to still. I think it's funny to say that.
I mean,
I think it's funny to say. Can we say stud on the air?
Absolutely. A
Because it's
girl
just fun.
can, for sure.
For sure, right?
Jackie, I'll take this back from you, but this is a hunt. Helen Hunt is behind this.
Okay.
The Hunt family.
Oh,
It's a kiddo, so
Lone Star and Cedar Park.
But for the future,
I've Lone Star.
Is that what they
I'm
would
gonna
think
meet
of
the
Yeah.
ladies
You have Lone Star too?
that are helping to
Yeah, I
execute
mean,
today.
they won a
You
triple
want me to push that
overtime
as an
game.
line
for the
Blew
break
like
kind
a
of thing?
28
Not
point
yet.
lead.
I
I
just
think
wanted
that's
to
pretty
share
resilient on their
because I
part.
think
It's hard to
somehow
go against
in
them.
the
Coming back
document,
from the
maybe
28
these
point.
No, they,
Maybe even
I
time
had
in.
it wrong. The
Oh,
team
okay.
that came back from 28
because
nothing
that's
down
what
lost in
he does.
triple
I think
overtime.
it's all
Oh,
about
okay.
marriages, making marriages stronger and.
Plus, they're the first ever Frisco team
Right.
to not only have a chance at a state championship, but they're the only Frisco team to actually play in a state championship.
So they didn't lose their,
Did you give Mr. Lawrence a donut?
after,
Don't
they
be-
didn't lose their drive after the,
Yep.
Did you get a donut, Jake?
I did.
Jake, did you get a donut?
Oh, I appreciate it.
All right, so when we come back, we'll talk Lone Star one more time. And who they playing? Lone Star and who?
Lone Star
Cedar
and
Park.
Cedar Park.
Cedar Park. And then we'll talk, who's the other one?
George Ranson Lake Ridge
Okay, and then the other 6A is Katy.
and Lake Travis. I think that's the best matchup out of all of them.
We'll finish up with the coaches. And then we'll move on. Make sure we plug the, what you call it again?
You gonna talk to me after the break?
Yeah.
After the second break?
After the 6,
After the 6:30 break?
yes.
Okay, so we're just gonna run over and say hi to Mark Davis during the break and then we'll come back.
Okay.
Just what time he's expecting us.
Well, I need to ask him, and I have not had a chance, if he would be willing to be a live auction item for the Lincoln Day dinner,
Oh,
which I generally think he'll say yes. But
yeah, what is that, now what are you doing? Oh, the black deal.
yeah, do like, do lunch with Mark Davis again, like you did.
Like I did?
Are there napkins for your donuts? Doesn't anybody want your donuts?
Well, they've already,
Yeah,
you're
we've already
welcome to have more.
Right.
Yeah,
Can I grab a donut?
Of
I
course.
can only eat so much sweet one day.
Oh my god.
I go over my sweetness,
And you become too sweet?
allotment, yeah, I go over my sweetness allotment, and I don't know,
You do? Yeah, I'll let you, I'll hold it for you.
well, you know, hot spot, you know?
We can upload only on Point.
Yeah.
Mornings on Point.
Okay. I don't know if they're like filled. I think they're filled.
So where you at now? Which, you're in Fort Worth now?
Yeah, Tarrant.
Tarrant County?
Sugar in it.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you.
That's why
I
I
do
stay away
office
from those
building,
too
I mean,
much.
an office.
Uh-huh,
Did you do that?
yeah,
Really?
yeah.
That's impressive.
Well, thank you. Yeah, I built the shell.
There you go.
Oh, you did the show with that shake weight?
Yeah, I did the whole thing.
See, I've never been able to do it.
Yeah.
It ain't first.
Well, Mustang Cali, welcome back, Dallas Fort Worth. It's Merry Christmas time, Mustang.
Absolutely, I love Christmas.
You know, I'm
It's
so
pretty.
excited. Aren't we like 80 days away from Christmas?
80, yeah, that's
80
right.
days?
That's right. Yeah.
Well, when it comes to me shopping, I'm about 80 days away because
I'm
I
sure
want.
you- Yeah, I'm sure you still